Hello everyone, in this episode of ExcaliburCCGTV we're taking a look at the top comics for October 30th, 2013. Where did the year go? Stay tuned. Thanks for pressing play. This guy right here is Randy. I am Chris. Hey, we're Excalibur Comics, Cards, and Games here in Shreveport, and we're talking great comics. Before we jump into all that, remember this is one of our longer episodes, so we got the MP3 down below that you can thumbs up and like, and you can download the MP3, listen to us on the go. And guys, we really appreciate your comments. So whatever you're getting, whatever you're interested in, talk to us down below. We want to talk to you about great comics. And starting off this episode, it's our last reminder. This weekend is our mega sale, October 31st through November 3rd. There's set discounts on statues, games, graphic novels, trade paperbacks, and then we have progressive discounts going on with our back issues. So the first day it starts off at a certain level, and then by the time it ends on the 3rd, November 3rd, you can get some huge discounts on the thousands. Literally, Chris Traeger, literally thousands of back issues that we have right here in the store in our Shreveport location and our Texarkana location. So guys, we have over 2,000 graphic novels, trade paperbacks right here in Shreveport, not counting Texarkana. We have probably 10,000 plus back issues here that you can get huge discounts on. That's just here in Shreveport, not including Texarkana. Tons of statues, tons of toys, games, you name it, everything will be discounted. What more you got to add to that, buddy?
Buy it. Also, be prepared because some people are going to think that the percentage off on Thursday is good enough for them. They're going to come in, clean out what you're looking for. So, you know, choose wisely with what day you want to come in here.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know, other people may choose wiser. So be on the lookout for that.
That's it. Hey, mega sale, guys. Get here, get your stuff, get a great discount. This is a great time to stock up for Christmas gifts. Blah 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 blah. This is your Black Friday. This is your Black Weekend to get a bunch of great stuff at huge discounts. And now we're moving on, dude. We still got the major storylines going on. A couple of them wrapping up.
Yeah.
Launching into bigger things.
So better.
Start it off, big guy. What do you want to start with?
Infinity. We had a slight break last week with Infinity where it was just a couple of little tie-ins, but this time we have Infinity number 5 coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with Infinity number 5, this is where we see that the heroes of Earth possibly are victorious against Thanos.
We will see.
We don't know exactly.
We know Black will put a hurting on him.
We do know that, but we also know that he was still standing there, and so we have that happening. We also have where there's a war for Earth. So I don't know if it's a war for Earth versus Thanos or versus other galactic councils or what exactly that entails. But this is Infinity number 5, and I'm not sure. You'll have to look on the back chart to see if Avengers number 22 needs to be read before or afterwards. But in this, you have where the Avengers are finally going to be. They are very specific with this, where they say they're back in our solar system.
Right.
They don't say that they're back on Earth there.
Right.
So the Avengers are coming back towards Earth. We also see that that there is going to be a, I guess this is the Earth War, the Earth battle, where it's either starting in this or it's progressing in this.
Right.
So those are going to be two of the things you have to be on the lookout for. Also, the Black Order.
Yes.
The Black Order. They are going to make their play in this issue. So if you've been following this and if you are loving this as much as Chris is, as much as I am, these are 2 books that you have to get. Also, be on the lookout for Guardians of the Galaxy number 8. with art by the amazing Francisco Francavilla. And this is going to be one of the big ones because we found out that Peter Quill has experienced the breaking of the time continuum here.
Okay.
And we have found out that he had a secret meeting with a certain purple dude.
That's right.
And that the purple dude has explained to him that it is Earth that's at the cause of this. So we're going to see, does Peter Quill stand with his home planet, or does he make a decision to betray them because of what they've done here? And he said that when Guardians first started out, they are protecting the Earth.
Right.
But now he may have to go back on that after seeing what the Earth has been capable of doing. So, tons of good stuff coming out that is related directly to Infinity. We also happen to have some good stuff coming out related to Forever Evil. Talk to them about that.
Forever Evil. We don't get the major series this week, but we do get Forever Evil Argus. And this is the new, one of the new, Argus is one of the new subdivisions that has been developed here in the new DC 52 universe.
Yeah.
And this is the team basically that has worked hand in hand or side by side or behind Justice League of America.
Yeah.
And now that the big seven and really all the superheroes, not all, but many of the superheroes with the Forever Evil storyline have been subdued or taken care of or taken out. Now we got Steve Trevor and the Argus team stepping up to the plate to see what they can do to fight, to bring the fight to the Crime Syndicate that came over from the other dimension with this series. So we're going to see what Steve Argus can do. Is he going to team up with the remaining heroes that are there?
Steve Trevor.
Steve Travis, thank you. Steve Trevor. Steve Argus. Hey, Steve Argus. Hey, buddy. But Steve Trevor, does Argus have anything up their sleeve? You know, because they're like, I don't know, let's just be honest here. They're kind of like a S.H.I.E.L.D. equivalent.
Sure.
Maybe amalgamation of a couple of different things, but they had that going on. Maybe they have some secret weapons of their own they're going to bring out during this miniseries to kick some tail. So we will see. Steve Trevor will be leading the pack. Will he get to find the heroes, bring their own stuff out? I don't know. But, guys, these Forever Evil tie-in series, Arkham War, Rogue's Rebellion, these issues and series have been selling. I've witnessed it firsthand. People leave with sour faces because they couldn't find some things because they sold right off the shelf first day, that Wednesday. So check out Forever Evil Argus #1 hitting the shelves this week, going along with the Forever Evil storyline in DC Comics.
That's right. We have a couple of series that are wrapping up their big crossover events or big storyline events. One of those is X-Men Battle of the Atom #2 comes out. This is the Part 10 finale of everything that's been going on here. We've had a neat twist with the possible paradox that's happened so that the original X-Men may not be able to go back in time to their original. I don't know what that means for anything right now. Maybe that is what's happened. Maybe something else has happened that they don't know about yet, that hasn't been revealed to us. But we're going to see pretty much the X-Men versus the X-Men versus the X-Men versus the X-Men in this. The two groups of present day versus the two groups of current or future. There, so and throw in some X-Men from the past in that as well. So it's been a great series. It's actually been a lot of not a lot happening, but in very well written form there. And so we're going to see, does Bendis have what it takes to give us a good payoff for this event? Right. So we have that. We also have, I'll let you talk about Lights Out wrapping up here if you'd like.
Yeah, guys, Green Lantern Annual #2 hits. This week, and this issue is the conclusion to the entire Lights Out storyline. With the last issue of the storyline, which was Red Lanterns that hit the shelf, we saw Hal Jordan and Guy Gardner at odds with each other, but still in the background, continuing from what was going on with the New Guardians issue, Kyle Rayner is still trying to track down and get in touch with Relic to not fight against them, but help them.
Right.
So this annual, we will see the conclusion. What is Kyle Rayner trying to do? How are Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner, the various Lanterns going to factor into this? And what exactly is going to be changed? Because, as they do so often, they are telling us that there are going to be some huge ramifications from this storyline, and we have seen some major things go on. So, they may actually be sticking to their word, and we'll see.
They say, big changes to the status quo.
Yeah.
And you're exactly right. We just had these new writers come on, and they kind of gave us a new status quo. Are they already changing that up?
Right.
We'll find out.
Right.
Also, it should be mentioned, one of the last events that is kind of just starting right now is Cataclysm. They've now renamed it Cataclysm Ultimate's Last Stand.
Okay.
.0 or .1.
Okay.
Issue, and this is classified. There's not a whole lot known. Originally, they were giving us the Bendis Bagley team up there, but now we have Fialco is writing this, and it's just various artists. So something's going to be going on here. Is it going to be Galactus taking down that Earth, that realm? I don't know what's going on, but this is going to be leading into, I believe, 4 different Cataclysm miniseries that are there, each, I think, 3 issues. So this is a big one. This is one you don't want to miss. Marvel's been red hot with their miniseries so far, or with their events so far. So check out Cataclysm, Last Stand of the Ultimates, or Ultimate's Last Stand.
Yeah, and you're right, man. I mean, I want to know what they're going to do with the Ultimates. I want to know what they're going to do. So, guys, those are the major storylines that are going on throughout the big titles, the big companies. Now we're going to move on to a couple of the new number ones. Number ones hitting the shelves this week. And I think I'm going to go ahead and start this off, guys. This is like years in the making, and now it's back. And I'm talking about the Sandman Overture. Number 1 hits the shelves. Neil Gaiman brings back Sandman. And Morpheus with the Sandman Overture series. And this is, for those of you that did not know, from what Gaiman has told us online, various interviews and stuff, this is the story that hasn't been told. Yeah. This is Morpheus's origin story, if I'm not mistaken.
This is all pre-Sandman number 1.
Yeah. So you get to find out who he was on the run from, what was going on with that, and this is going to detail all of that in Gaiman gloriousness. Yeah. So you guys that have been waiting for the Sandman to hit the shelves, I'm telling you, this is probably going to be one of the ones that we're like, you should have put it on your list. It's gone. You'll have to wait a few days, and we'll get a couple copies in. But a big event here for DC Vertigo, that whole DC engine going on over there, because this has been a big push.
2 quick things about Sandman Overture.
Yeah.
Tons. Just about any character that has made an appearance throughout the Sandman series, they're going to be within there. Cool. So they have that. Also, he has told us that one of the Endless dies on page 5.
Oh! So
there's something right there that's going to be going on. He's teasing us already with something. So that was big news that I think just kind of lets the mouths, the hungry appetites of all the fans there even more so. So
exactly.
That's a good one there.
That's awesome.
We also have one of the other big ones from DC, and remember, this is the 5th week from DC, and or a 5-week month. So that means that we are not getting all of our regular DC titles coming out with their number 24. They've all come out with those. Okay. And so we have Damian, Son of Batman, number 1 coming out here. This is all completely by Andy Kubert. Yeah. And he's most known for his artwork. I think every now and then he's given us some writing, but this is all on him to do the writing chores and the art chores on this book. I believe it is 4 or 5 issues long here.
Yeah,
I forget
which. It's a mini-series.
Yeah, it's a mini-series. And this details the who Damian is, what motivated him, and what made him kind of into who we knew as his character. I don't know. This may also kind of hold some what we can expect in the future.
Right,
From
exactly.
Damian. This may not just be about his past. This may also be about the future. There have been some hints dropped recently from DC Comics that maybe we haven't seen the last of Damian.
Oh man, they would so.
Yeah, yeah. But we don't know if it's a positive or a negative thing there. So, Damian, Son of Batman #1, big one coming out this week.
Yeah, exactly. And quick aside, with what they're doing, with some stuff they have coming out, I could easily see them bringing back Damian somehow, some way. But like you said, we'll see. This miniseries should be a good miniseries. And Andy Kubert was one of the co-creators of Damian. So, boom, there we go. Guys, another one that's hitting the shelves this week is kind of a reimagining and a resurgence. We got The Fox, #1. From Archie Comics, Red Circle Comics, Mark Waid and Dean Haspiel as the creative team on there. And if you're not familiar with that, this is these are characters that Archie has had, like their superhero line that they've had in their back pocket for a while, I guess you could say. And now they're bringing them back with this Fox #1, and there's a couple other ones that'll be coming later on. But the Fox, he's a photojournalist. He wasn't getting enough stories, so he decides to become a crime-fighting superhero, and now the stories won't stop because he's got villains chasing after him all the time.
Yeah.
I got a chance to read the first issue of this from Archie Comics. Thank you, Archie Comics, for sending me that PDF. Fun first issue. It was really fun. I enjoyed it. You should be checking it out.
That's one of those that we should mention that that this is going to be the first superhero comic from Archie Comics also. So, and for anybody, we also had DC Comics a few years ago tried doing some Red Circle stuff.
Did they?
Yeah, they put some of that out, so it looks like Archie has that license now, and we're going to be seeing more.
Not
from
Dynamite?
Yeah, not Dynamite. Guys, we also have speaking of Dynamite,
here we go.
We have Ash and the Army of Darkness coming out.
Oh!
What's going to be new? What's going to be different about this series? This series is written by one of horror fan favorites, Steve Niles, with the awesome, amazing, realistic style art of Dennis Calero. Oh. And this deals with, Ash should have won. He defeated the Deadite army. Everything's supposed to be hunky-dory except Ash is Ash. He reads the incantation wrong. Stuff happens. Boom, he's on a world that's being ruled by the Deadites, and he's having to fight it off again. Oh. So, there's no luck for poor Ashley. It's a never-ending battle. He wakes up and more Deadites to kill.
More Deadites to kill. Never-ending Deadites.
Just has he not learned to, maybe look over the incantation before he reads it first? Google how to say one of those words first. Something like that. But it should be a fun series here because we have one of the masters of horror, Steve Niles, on board.
Exactly. Stepping away from horror and going to kids comics, guys, we have Herobear And Kid 2013 Annual #1. Great all ages series. Fantastic art and writing by Mike Kunkel. You should be checking it out. This particular issue is a Halloween celebration as Tyler, the main character, sets about for Halloween to get candy. And who better to have on your side to get tons of candy than Herobear?
That's right.
So let's see how much he racks up this year as far as candy, and saves the day too, I'm sure. So check that out. Another great all ages series you should be checking out.
Yeah, Boom Studios. Kaboom, as their kids like.
Nice.
I'm going to make a brief mention of it. I'm not going to go into any detail because I know nothing further of the book. But speaking of, we'll get more into the annuals that are coming out. We also have My Little Pony has their 2013 annual coming out. And fans of My Little Pony, flock over here. No, what do horses do? They don't flock. They do something. Ride over here. Gallop over here.
There we go. There we go.
Gallop over here and pick up the annual there.
I have to do that for my daughter because she loves My Little Pony. Thank you, Netflix, for all you've done in that regard.
You're a brony, aren't you? So, what's our other annual that's coming out here?
What is the other annual
Action
coming out
Time,
here?
Spoooktacular Annual, Action Time, Adventure Time.
There we go. Hey guys, Adventure Time. The hit TV series, of course. Adventure Time, Halloween, annual hitting. You really caught me off guard because I really don't know what to say more about that.
Yeah, join all of your fun Adventure Time friends there. I mean, it's going to be one of those. It's them gathered around the campfire telling spooky stories with this one. So
yeah,
I don't know if it's going to be familiar stories that it's going to be their take on it or what. But anybody who's a fan of Adventure Time, it's a must for you.
And you know who you are.
You know who you are. I'm going to go through. I'm going to read them. I'm going to do this.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you psyched up? Got the juices flowing? All right, here we go, guys.
All right, guys. 5th week here, so that means tons of DC annuals.
Exactly.
You thought you were getting off light. Ha! Up first, we have Action Comics Annual number 2. In this one, this is important because this is part 1 of Krypton Returns. Ooh. This is a look at the history of Krypton from thousands of years ago till the time when that spaceship shot off carrying a certain someone there. So this is going to be an important book here to pick up.
Yep.
We have Aquaman finally getting his first annual. Aquaman Annual number 1 comes out. And this is where Aquaman has to go. He has to enlist the help from the rest of the others.
Exactly.
Because one of their own, who was previously thought deceased, is back. Is it really him? Is it not? They don't know. That's what they're intending to find out. You mentioned Green Lantern. We have Nightwing getting his first annual. Annual number 1 comes out. This is going to take a look at the history of Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon. Both of them are kind of at crossroads in their lives, and this is going to examine, is there anything still further there between them? Is there not? We'll see.
Right.
We know that they're both kind of on the run and in both their books right now. So we have Swamp Thing number 2. Annual number 2. In this one, this is a tie-in to the Cedar storyline that has been going on in Swamp Thing right now, and it is time for Swamp Thing to evolve.
Oh.
So we may not be getting the same looking Swamp Thing that we've had previously in the comics there. We may get something a little different looking.
As long as he doesn't look like Fabio.
No, they had some weird looking character who had a hood and a staff. I don't know if that's what he's turning into or if that's who's helping him. I don't know.
Okay.
We also have our final annual is Teen Titans Annual number 2. This one is going to be a big, important one that leads in directly into their number 25 issue next month. And this one is going to be important because it is taking a look and answering several questions that we've had about Kid Flash, about Superboy, and about the villain Harvest that has been throughout the series there.
Okay.
So those are going to be some important annuals that are going to, I like what they do here. They're not just annuals that are telling, some other guy's story that he has that they haven't been able to fit into the book. These are all directly tied into the books that you're reading.
Right.
So lots of annuals.
Lots of annuals, man. I until I saw the list of annuals here, I was like, I was clueless, and I was like, you brought that up to 5th week stuff. I'm like, yep, there we go. That's DC. Yep. That's what we're doing again there.
That's what they do.
Tons of stuff there, bro.
Yeah, and because of that, you get to start off the what else is out there that's good to read that you might like, and I know exactly where you're going to be going with this one.
Actually, I may surprise you because I'm going to go with Superior Spider-Man number 20.
What?
Yeah, because Dan Slott held up his word when he was hyping up Superior Spider-Man number 19 with there being some big things that happened with that issue. And we had 2 major things happen with that issue. And here we go, spoiler, because I'm going to share it with you because this is what you need to know going into Spider-Man, Superior Spider-Man number 20. Spider-Man 2099 is here in 2013. Did not make it back in time. And one of our supporting characters that has been hot on the trail, knowing that that's not really Peter Parker underneath the mask, finds proof of that and has followed the money and found out where that led to. So that's going to set up a huge foundation of things that Dan Slott can go with, starting with issue number 20 going forward. And with issue number 20, we get to see the Black Cat and Spider-Man together, but it's not Peter Parker. So we're going to see how the Black Cat reacts to Spocky there as the Spider-Man. So also, this is supposed to, Dan Slott has promised again that this is going to be leading up, starting off with some more reveals and things going on with the series that you should be checking out. And it all started with number 19, continuing into number 20. I'm liking it. I'm digging it. I'm going to check it out. It's fun, so check it out.
The other thing you should probably mention is that if you see Peter on the streets there, don't call him Mr. Parker anymore.
That's right. That's right.
But call him... Go ahead.
Dr. Parker!
Parker.
Not Dr. Pepper, Dr. Parker.
That's
because
right.
It looks like he finally reaches that milestone in his life.
That's right.
Thanks to Spocky.
There you go. Got Peter's life in order.
I know, finally, huh?
Finally.
That's something for himself, finally.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I've really been enjoying it. You should be checking out Superior Spider-Man.
Well, I guess if you're not going to talk about it, I will talk about it.
I saved it for you, bro.
Okay, well, thank you. Saga number 15 comes out. This is going to be good because this one is kind of taking, and they have given us 2 different issues here since they started it up again. One of them was taking a look saying where was the main group, and then our last issue was taking a look at the side group that's pursuing. Right. And now everything seems to kind of be tying in together and coming together here, back on the planet, back where issue 12 left off at. And the interesting that we found with issue 14 was that the Will was looking at just kind of giving everything up. You know, it's time to settle down, make some, lay down some roots.
Yeah, exactly.
And whatnot, until he happened to get the phone call that said there's this guy who has a robot, or who has a TV for a head, who's flying around in your ex-girlfriend's spaceship.
Right.
And so that probably means, we know because of issue 12 where he ends up.
Right.
That means that the Will's probably not far behind now.
Exactly.
So this issue, they didn't give tons of information about it. We kind of know what the story is previously if you've been reading it, and if you haven't, how could you? But the awesome one with this, you mentioned Fabio before. The cover for this one looks like the cover of a romance novel, so that is way too awesome.
It does.
So.
Totally like that. You'll see it on screen, guys. Here we go.
Yeah. Anything else from you?
No, man, that's it. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff this week, guys, and of course, great comics to pick up on Wednesday, and then bam, we'll see you back here again for the weekend for the mega sale.
Yeah, we don't want to forget, previews come out this week.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
yeah, guys. If you've been following our website, following us on Facebook, we're posting stuff that you should be checking out. That you can easily click on the link, go to our website, and add it to your pull list right there on the website page. If it's a title or trade paperback or whatever it is that interests you, you can boom, add it right to your pull list. Previews is out this week. Pick it up, go through there. We'll be posting stuff that you should be checking out on our website and Facebook as well, so you can add that stuff right to your pull list right on that webpage.
And it should be mentioned, these are going to be the preview for the solicitations that are for January
2014.
2014.
Boom.
Where did the month or year go?
Exactly, dude. So here we are. Guys, that wraps up this show. He's Randy, I'm Chris. We are ExcaliburCCG.com. We're here in Shreveport, Louisiana, and Texarkana, Texas. So you should be checking us out at both locations. Don't forget the mega sale. And guys, leave us a comment. Tell us what you're reading, what you're looking forward to. What do you think of the Lights Out storyline? And after you read that annual, I want to know what you think of how it was resolved. So check that out. Tons of great stuff. Anything else to add? sir.
I will see you Wednesday, and I will see you Thursday, and I will see you Friday, and I will see you Saturday and Sunday, because I expect you here every single day of the sale.
That's right. You are expected. We'll be waiting on you.
Yeah.
That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. Until next time, take care.
Bye.